Back off, blood whore.
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared. I haven't called you a blood whore in ages.
I know. It's been years since I've heard that. So good. So we're back with a new movie breakdown. Means we're going to start with the trailer trash.
As is tradition.
Yeah, as we do here. Do you want to tell everyone what we're doing? What's the movie?
Yeah, we're getting into Vampire Academy. Woo!
Yeah, this is a 2014 movie because there is a show I think that's come out this year or is out right now. So
yeah, or a couple of years, who knows? But it's like a popular franchise now.
Best-selling novel too, right? It's one of 6 books. So
6 books, huh?
Yeah, we'll dive into all that stuff in the part 1, but yeah.
Okay, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I can tell you what it's about.
Hit me.
So the premise here.
Slap me with some knowledge, man.
That's right. I'm going to struggle with this. I can already tell.
Yep. Can't wait.
Oh, boy.
This is like me trying to pronounce like actors' names and like completely.
Yeah. Is that an I or an L? All right. Well, we'll find out.
We'll see what happens here.
So Rose Hathaway is a Dhampir, which is obviously a half human, half vampire.
Obviously.
And also obviously a guardian of the Morai.
That's my Morai.
Moroi? Moroi? I don't know.
I believe it's a Romanian folklore title there.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Were you gonna fast back me later?
Yeah, maybe part 1.
Okay.
Little teaser.
Yeah, sorry. A lot of positives to start this sentence. So Rose Hathaway is a Dhampir, half human, half vampire, a guardian of the Moroi, peaceful, mortal vampires living discreetly within our world. Okay, so we're setting off the Moroi.
The Morai. Yes.
Are the peaceful mortal vampires living discreetly
within our world. Yes. Yep.
Got it. Last sentence. Her calling is to protect the Moroi from bloodthirsty immortal vampires, the Strigoi. I hate this already.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Yes, that's fun. I was excited when I pulled this. I was like, oh, he's gonna have fun reading this. Mm-hmm.
Strigoi. Oh boy,
it's a lost Mario character. Okay, so that's what we're doing.
Why would you make it like this?
I don't know. I don't know why you would do this. Or yeah, I don't know. Maybe change it for film.
World building?
You mean lore?
That's right. Yeah. You don't want the lore in the log line.
No, you don't want you just give me Rose Hathaway and what she does. That's all you gotta do.
Not a vampire, protecting vampires. Got it.
Done. Cool. All right.
Or maybe she is some kind of, I don't know. We know what Dhampirs are.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But, well, it's a half human, half vampire. So it's Blade, basically.
You're right. Great point.
Great point. Before we get into...
Why does this movie have Blade in it? What was Wesley Snipes doing in 2014?
Yeah,
prison?
He might have been.
Tax evasion? I don't know.
Trying to pay his taxes or evade them. Remember, folks, pay your taxes. Okay, so yeah, that's the movie. That's it. That's what we're doing.
All right.
Before we get into breaking down the trailer, do we have any fan service?
Nope, we don't. So listeners, you know what that means. You're under fire.
You're not doing your job. You're not doing your job here. You're not doing your part. Yeah.
You are listening, which we appreciate.
Okay, that's a big part of it.
Give us the other side of the listener coin, which is writing to us,
interacting with us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We don't quite yet have one. I'm working on it. Some kind of an 800 number that you can call and leave us a voicemail.
What?
Right? Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, actually, yeah, it would be great. One more thing for us to check.
Yeah. 555 ITMT.
Call now.
Yeah, but in the meantime, send us an email. That's the best way to get in touch with us.
100%.
It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. We'll read it in this segment, and then you'll be famous, or as famous as us, which is pretty famous.
Pretty famous. So
yeah, thank you in advance.
Yep. And you're welcome in advance. Well, that's good. That's good. Good stuff there. Are we just getting right into the trailer here?
Yeah, let's just do it. Roll right in.
Let's smoke show this thing, right?
I feel a quick one coming on.
Ooh, every time he says that, it's not. Well, it's a good. So I pulled this off the. There's 2 trailers. There's one that's actually from Reliance Entertainment, but it was only like a minute long. And I was like, let's go for the beefier one. Trailer number 2 on Rotten Tomatoes here.
Give us something to talk about.
Yeah, right. Give us some beef here. Give us some vampire beef. I don't know why I keep saying beef. So we come in.
I have a steak for dinner.
I'm gonna actually have a steak for dinner shortly.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Look at that.
So we're beef boys.
Steak buddies, eating steaks, vampires. Do you see a correlation?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So this trailer is approved for all audiences to check out.
Quite appropriate.
And then,
enemy of the pod,
absolute enemy of the pod, the old
Weinstein Company.
Ugh, gross. I feel like we've said this too many times.
Well, that's how you get to be enemy of the pod, I guess.
Yeah, when you do movies before 2016 is what you're gonna get.
Right. Yeah, so we don't do a lot of these.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a real kind of quick, bloody Weinstein little logo, right? And then it kicks real fast, and it goes to Reliance Entertainment. We'll do some digging on them. I promise this time I will. I keep saying that, and I never do it. But this time, I am making a promise. I
have faith in you. You got listeners, little BTS for you.
Yeah.
We don't usually do this much distance between episodes, but we've got a week between recording this time, so. You got plenty of time to look up Reliance.
I'm going to do so much homework. I'm going to come so prepared for part 1 and part 2. Maybe.
Can't wait.
We'll see. So yeah, and then it kind of opens. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It was like, I don't know. Anyways, so it opens up with Zoey Deutch. That's our hero here, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Zoey Deutch now. Very
different. Correct.
Okay.
All right.
Got it.
So she's asking her.
I don't know this person, right?
Probably not.
I recognize. Okay.
No, I mean, I know her from like some small stuff, but you would not know her. So
great, perfect.
You're okay. You're okay to not know who this person is. But
thank God. Okay, off to a good start.
It's Leah Thompson's daughter, by the way.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, from Back to the
I don't
Future.
know who that is.
Back to the Future, Leah Thompson. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh. Friend of the pod?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
We've said her name once or twice.
At least.
I'm sure. Twice just now.
Yeah, that's it. Done. You're in. So she's just you're in the kitchen here, right? And she's asking her best friend, or well, I'm assuming her best friend, but it's her best friend. She's like, "Hey, when was the last time you ate?" Kind of setting you up for like, they're just gonna grab some ham sandwiches, right?
Yeah. Well, because she's digging around in the refrigerator.
Yeah, because that, right? Like, come on, that's a bed.
Yes.
Come on. And then the friend's like, "Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this, Zoe?" Because we don't know her.
Bon appetite.
Yeah, I mean, we do know her name, Rose. So she like sits down. And she's like, "Bon appetit." And she shows off a little neck here, and her friend comes in and gives a little nom 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 nom. Yep. Thank you.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy. And then we get a title card that's kind of like a weird stylistic pink, I don't know, wacky painting, colorful.
Reminded me of Suicide Squad.
Yes, yeah. Suicide Squad,
that,
or like Smoking Aces, or like, those movies where it's kind of like.
Yeah, like that toxic green color.
Yeah, brightly colored. And it's like, yeah, okay, trying to be cool. So title card, though. The first title card we get is from the director of Mean Girls.
Great expectations.
Expectations are pretty high right now. And then you cue kind of like the rock music here, right? And we cut back to the kitchen, and the blonde friend we don't know her name yet. It's Alyssa, by the way, but she's like, "Thanks." Okay. And Rose is like, "What are friends for?" Okay. And we get quickly to another title card based on the best-selling novel, Vampire Academy.
Great expectations continue.
You've set a floor here. You're setting it higher now.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Mean Girls, you say. Oh, a best-selling novel, you say.
Oh, this should be okay. Please go on. Then it cuts to cars driving on a Montana road, and you're like, ugh, Montana.
All downhill from here, listeners.
That's it.
No offense to our Montana listeners.
We know. Yeah. Thank you for your service, and we appreciate it.
Someone's got to live there.
Someone's got to live there so they can listen to this. And then we cut to like the classic voiceover. Yeah, yep. Right. So we got a ton of exposition. So then there's like this long voiceover that Rose is giving, right? And then like kind of overlaid with all these different scenes, kind of intercut, right?
My best friend's a member of an ancient race, and yada yada. Who cares? Like,
yeah.
Did you write down more details? Because I don't give a shit.
I definitely did. So she's like, "My best friend, Lissa Dragomir, royal member of an ancient race, blah, blah, blah." Yeah. And then she's like, "Most creatures with fangs, they live off blood." And then she's doing this, like they're cutting through like these different shots. Right? So we get a quick shot of her friend Lissa with a cat, meow. And then she was the one who was biting her neck in the opening. Quick shot of Vampire Parliament, old dudes in the library.
Oh, it's Parliament. I thought it was a ball or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like
probably right.
Yeah, like a big, I don't know, whatever. And then a quick shot of like some dude who I'm sure is going to be a love interest, which that'll be interesting. And then there's like shots of the cool girls doing slow-mo walking in the dance or whatever. And then a shot of like the mean girls doing like fangs, whatever,
Yep. Yeah.
And then quick shots of a bunch of various vampires just showing their fangs and hissing at people like cats.
And then that's when she wraps it up with, "My name is Rose, and I've been sworn to protect the royal bloodline with my life." Right? Which we're like, oh,
okay,
don't need to watch the movie now.
Yeah, you're a bodyguard. Got it. Oh, there's so many there's for our pitches. There's so many easy ones here, but I think we got to avoid that.
I agree.
So then there's like a quick shots of like what looks like a church, everyone hanging out, and there's a shot of like a training facility outdoors, and like people are spinning, climbing the bars.
But it's like that because I was like, is this a prison? Like I was like, is this a prison yard? Then I completely forgot. Listeners, you know that I don't read the log line or remember the title of the movie most times, but this was one of those times where it's like, oh, it's an academy.
Right. Light bulb.
Like the name of the movie.
Right. Oh, and they're probably all vampires. Oh. So stupid.
Well, no, I got that in the exposition.
So we get the first taste of comedy, I guess, here. And like we're kind of, I don't know, we're going to call it that because based on the rest of the whatever we got here, benchmarks here. So and she just gets hit in the head all of a sudden with a dodgeball, and there's some lady in the side who's training her being like, "Look alive.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball."
That's right. Dip, duck, dodge, and dive. And then we get, I think we get, I know it's prognosticating, but I think we meet our villain here. Or maybe they're
school administrators?
School administrator. So it's Olga Kurylenko, who I know you don't know who that is. So she's walking into the room. Yeah, she was in Quantum Solace. She was in Hitman, the movie. She's been in a bunch of stuff.
Okay, I've seen those movies.
She was in them. Yeah. So she walks in. She just gives us a bunch of exposition about Rose, right? And again, she's giving the exposition, and they cut to scenes of the things happening that she's saying. So she's like, "Rose Hathaway is wild," and they cut a shot of Rose dancing, grinding up with some guy at a dance,
being wild,
and she's dangerous, and her pulling a knife and knifing someone maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut to the dude from the beginning who we saw briefly, and he's like, "Insubordinate, churlish."
Insubordinate.
And then they cut to like, her just being like,
comedy. I forgot.
Yeah. I'm right here, folks.
Just
2014. I don't know. I guess this is 2014,
You're
right? I don't know. 2014. Different time.
I get like a bad Mean Girls vibe.
Yes. 100%.
Like, oh yeah, this is definitely worse Mean Girls. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna clear these off the table right now, but it's definitely like, you know what we need? Twilight meets Mean Girls. Sold.
Yeah.
Here's $10 million. Go, or $50 million. Go make that movie.
Yeah. Oh, let's get the director. Yeah.
Yeah. Done. Best-selling novel. It's just like Twilight, but it came out later. People love vampires and kids doing vampire shit.
Well, this is peak Twilight time, wasn't it? Like 2012 to 2016.
Yeah,
Twilight time?
It's just post. So I looked this up. It's just post Twilight time. So Twilight started in 2008, ended around 2014, I think. So it was
ended. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like 2008, 2009, 2010, 11, 12, 13. For how many there are? 5, 6 of those movies. So as soon as that Twilight thing was, not winding down, and people were still fired up about it. They're like, "This is what we need. This is hot."
Yeah, give the people what they want.
Yeah, teenage vampires.
Good hustle. And like, how can you go wrong if you're starting with Mean Girls? Like, oh, well, we'll just start with a Mean Girls base, and we'll vampirify it. Yeah,
that's
easy peasy.
Easy peasy. And then we get I'm curious about the books though. If they're like, seems like they're trying to infuse comedy into this. I'm wondering if the books are like that.
That's a good question. The books might be. Do you think the books are maybe like
a little more serious
or something?
Yeah, I think they're going to be a little more Twilighty. Like they're going to try and be like that, teen romance. High school is so tough, but like, I don't know. I wonder if there's comedy in it.
No comedy in Twilight. So
no. Well, I mean,
no intentional comedy in Twilight.
Depends on how many beers you've had and you watch it.
Right. Yeah, listeners, go back, listen to our Twilight episodes. We had a good time.
Yeah, we had a great time. So then we get like a training shot of her, like now inside training. She's just kind of kicking the shit out of 2 dudes, right? And then we got one guy who's like, "I heard you were
good more comedy."
Yeah, more comedy, I guess. That's a Weinstein movie. I heard you were good at taking on 2 guys at once. And then she just kicks him in the gut or nads or lower half of his body.
Yeah, I thought it was his chest. The opposite of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He gets hurt, which is
knocks a win at him. He is on the floor.
Yes. Deservedly. And then we get a shot of the Academy, wide shot, right? And this is Vampire Academy. She's still gone on voiceover, right? And then we cut to her and Lissa walk around. She's like, "Don't say Vampire Academy. You know how I feel about the V word." I'm a kid. Okay.
Don't care for that. And that's when we get a little more teen drama when some other vampire comes up to some dude talking to some woman. I don't know any of these characters. He's like, "Oh, nice to see you again." And then this girl who I think is also in possibly the villain, right?
In with the villain, you think?
Super blonde one, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Back off, blood whore. He's mine now."
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
Spicy. Followed with a "God, I hate high school," and couldn't agree more.
Yep. I hear you. And then we get like a super sped up zoom shot of like the Academy again, right? And then we get to is that Gabriel Byrne there talking about how Lissa?
You think I know who that is?
Yeah, it's okay.
Who's Gabriel Byrne?
You've seen the movie Usual Suspects? It's the only movie I'm gonna give you.
I love that movie.
Okay, he's
is he the main guy in that?
Well, he's not Kevin Spacey.
Well, no, but the main guy, the guy who you think is the main guy. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that guy has he been in other stuff besides that? Because I think I only know him from The Usual Suspects. Okay.
Yes, he's been in quite a few things, but
forgettable face.
Yep. So
handsome, but forgettable.
Handsomely forgettable. Yeah. So we get a little more. We get some more exposition. He's talking about how Lissa, the blonde girl here, who's friends with Rose, right, her BFF, is the possible successor to the throne. So there you go. You get a little, I don't know, motivation here for villains, maybe.
What's the last vampire one we did? It's like that.
Yeah, same thing, right? There's always a throne. There's always someone who's going to take it, and that person needs to be killed. Anyways, we cut to her doing some fire tricks with a stick out in the yard, which, okay, so she's got fire skills.
Badass, yeah.
And then where are we now? We cut to Rose and Lissa. Yeah.
So then that's when we cut back into the school and more exposition. Like Weird doesn't begin to cover any of this, and then someone breaks into the Academy.
Yes,
there's there's a disturbance in the back of the room.
Big ruckus. Yeah,
ruckus, good one. Yeah,
you like that?
Oh my god! And then someone has painted on the wall.
Oh
Leave
my god!
Or die, and it looks like it's in blood. Maybe.
I mean, the Vampire Academy. You'd think it would be in blood, right?
Odds are good. Well, or you'd think it wouldn't be because what a waste of blood.
That is a good point. Everyone's staring and being like, "What a waste of blood! That's a good snack. That's like a afternoon snack right there."
Yeah. Do I write on the walls with pudding? No, I write on the walls with a marker.
Dummies
or blood.
Right.
I don't eat that.
Oh my god!
Is that a safety tip?
I think it might be. It might be.
ITMT safety tip number 53, I believe. Is
sounds right.
Don't write with what you eat.
That's a good one. Yep. So then when we cut to we got Lissa, Rose, and another friend here who we haven't met yet, but they're hanging out in robes, and she's like, "I just don't know what's going to happen at this point. I can't remember who loves us or hates us. Let's make tonight our bitch." That's what Jared and I used to say when we used to go out for drinks.
That's right.
Like, Jared, I'm not sure what's going to happen tonight.
I can't remember who loves us or hates us.
But tonight, let's make tonight our bitch.
And we always did.
We always did. We always did. Hey, so we get another title card. They. It's funny when you break these trailers down like this, they just become so like it's like a deconstructed salad. It's kind of like, well, why? Come on, put it together, would you?
Right. And I think we should treat all trailers, if we were in charge of trailers, like deconstructed salads. People are going to read these title cards out of context. Right. So then you get a quick shot of slow-mo high school kids that are dancing, partying, making out, right? And we get another title card. Nice. It's all moving pretty quickly, right? Next title card is suck. And we get a sexy suck montage.
Yeah, and then we get a shot of Olga. I'm pretty sure our villain here, creep crawling over some woman on a table about to take a bite out of crime there, right? And we got to another title card, right? At school, so they suck at school. So, okay,
all right.
So we got a bunch of dummies running around beating people up.
Yeah, all these like idiot kids just being like, "Oh, I flunked out of math again."
Oh man, I'm a vampire.
Oh, I suck both ways.
And then we get like a sense of like maybe the real threat here, where some dude literally says he's like, "There's still a bigger threat out there."
We get a sense of the threat out here by some guy being like, "There's a bigger threat out there." Yeah.
Okay.
This is a kids movie. This is a kids movie.
Yeah.
Kids are stupid, as we all know.
That's right. And I mean,
If you're a kid,
hey,
all right,
stay in school.
Yeah, that's right. Stay in school.
But you can listen to this while you're at school too. So then there's like a quick shot of like a scary vampire dude, showing his fangs. He's like, hey, he's got a leather jacket. That's terrifying. And then we get and it gets like kind of real quick shot of from here on out, right? And then we get Lissa. She's like, hey, let's just keep our heads down. Let's keep a low profile kind of thing, right? And then there's a quick shot of the dude from the beginning. Then Rose doing like Tai Chi in the park.
Classic Chamberlain tactic,
right? And then
how you get Hitler.
and then it cuts back to Lissa being like, let's stay under the radar, And then we get a quick shot of Rose kicking some ass, right? Hitting some dude, some car or bicycle exploding. I don't know. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know.
We were missing explosions in this trailer until just now. So
yeah, and I was like, thank God there's some explosions.
Whew. And
then we cut to Rose and Lissa just walking down the halls of Vampire Academy here, and she's like, Rose is like, so how's that under the radar plan working out, Your Highness? Not so much.
Which I don't think is a way that you answer that question.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm excited that there are Highness here, though. I think she's got a British accent, so that means...
Oh, she definitely does.
Get ready for British accents, baby.
That's right. And I wonder if she has one in real life.
We'll look it up.
Because it sounds fake.
Because it does. And we know our accents, and that one sounds fake. All right, and there's like a bunch of quick shots here, right? We got a shot of Lissa looking up on a helicopter. Is it lands? Taking off, landing?
Either or.
It could be. You never know with a helicopter, right?
Yep.
And then we got someone kicking open a door, right? And we got
that's the thing about helicopters. You never know if they're landing or
that's why I'll never get one. And then we get a shot of Rose like backhanding someone and making them do a triple flip in the air, And then we get the werewolves. We got werewolves.
I was like, whoa, it is Twilight again.
Yeah. Twilight Part 7. Yeah. We got one like kind of approaching Lissa, kind of quietly, right? And then we cut to Rose about to punch a girl, and she stops and realizes it's another comedy moment here. Mm-hmm. And she realizes it's a friend. She's like, "You nuts? What are you thinking? Trust me, you don't want to have to get a nose job in Montana."
Which she's probably not wrong.
You're probably not right. not
known for plastic surgery.
Yeah, no offense, Montana, but yeah. That's true. And then we got the friends running through the academy, right? And a quick shot of a doctor getting attacked in the hospital. Why is there a doctor? I know, right? It's like, what's going on here? And then we got a quick shot of someone throwing someone else. We got all the actions speeding up here. And then the dude from the beginning who's doing the Tai Chi.
Quick Rose, underwear scene.
You got to have the underwear scene. About to make out. And then we got more werewolves. And there's like some dude screaming with fire coming out of his hands. He's like, ah! He's on the ground getting tracked.
That part was awesome.
And then the music's like ramping up, and it just cuts for like another one of those quote unquote funny moments, right? I don't know.
It's 2014.
You can do that. You can do this one. You can.
So our hero here says a female, especially one that lives on blood and magic, is gonna have her mood swings. Come on.
And then it cuts to what we think might be the villain's little sidekick girl there.
That's right.
Doing that.
Blood whore girl from the beginning.
Yeah, she's like, get out of my shit. Mm-hmm. And then we just get Rose punching her right in the face at looks like a school dance, right? Kapow.
Yeah. And it's a good knockout.
Oh, it's just a solid papoom.
Tyson style.
Yeah, not this fight is over.
Yeah, not friend of the pod either. He's also a bad man.
And then we get Rose dropping the old. Everyone saw that I tried to take the high road, sort of. Am I right? Title card, Vampire Academy. Title card, written by Daniel Waters, directed by Mark Waters. The Waters brothers.
The Waters brothers.
Yeah, I did look up. They are Waters brothers.
You know what I looked up?
They're brothers. Nothing.
Lucy Fry is doing a fake accent. She's Australian.
What? It's kind of like it's kind of like
right. That's I feel like I was like, this is a bad British accent.
Yeah.
Because she's Australian.
The Australian accent is like, is that the poor man's British accent?
Yes.
That's the prisoner's British accent, right?
I think so, yeah. Is that joke tired? Prison colony joke?
I don't know.
We have probably a listener in Australia. Tell us, is that joke tired?
Probably. Australian looks beautiful. I can't wait to go someday.
Well, beautiful with spiders.
Ew.
Not interested.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like they're big, right?
Big ones. Real big ones.
Not in the cities, though, right? They're just out in the
everywhere.
woods.
No, they're everywhere.
Ugh.
That's how they get you. You haven't seen any of those videos where they're like, just like millions of spiders like all over people's houses because they're like, oh no, it floods. It floods in Australia all the time, apparently, which I know the floods are bad. Like that's not something that we should joke about.
Definitely not.
But you can see like millions of like tiny screaming spiders like crawling up like poles.
Why would you do this to me? Yeah, you know I hate spiders.
Horrifying.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to teach you. Australia is a bad place for you. Don't go to Australia.
Stay in the comforts of your own zone here.
Don't leave New England. There's no tornadoes here. There's
nothing bad ever happens up here.
Nothing bad happens in New England. Witch trials. We're good.
Yeah. I mean, we're done with that.
We're still good.
We're still good. We made it out alive.
We're like the Canada, the United States. Everything's fine here.
It's just fine. So that's it. That's the trailer. Vampire Academy.
Oh, yeah. You're getting your pronunciations on. Okay.
Yeah, you know how I do. You know how I roll my pronunciaciones.
Pronunciacion. No, yeah.
Pronunciaciones.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to prognosticate about it?
Yeah, sure. You got any thoughts?
Nothing coming to mind other than I hope it's better than Twilight. My wishful thinking is like, I want a movie with action, adventure, love, sadness. Like make me feel something.
I'm going to point out the things I'm getting right off the bat, the obvious ones. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the obvious ones. We'll start with the obvious ones and maybe something will pop up here. But clearly, Olga Kurylenko's character is going to be the villain, right?
Right, the administrator, yeah.
And there's some shenanigans where she's pulling the werewolves to come in and take out Lissa, and then there's gonna be some bloodline thing there, and then who's next in power, right? Because she's clearly the predecessor for power or something. So, something going on there. And then there's got to be a love triangle, right? And I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be Rose, Lissa, and the dude there who's doing the Tai Chi with her, and then that'll cause
she kicks.
Yeah, and the one she's in the no, the Tai Chi with them out in the yard, and she's in the underwear.
Oh yeah.
There's the underwear shot. So
underwear guy, yeah, that makes sense.
Because you have to have that in like a young adult high school, right?
Sure. Yeah. Of course. But she's my best friend. We can't be together.
Yeah,
she likes you,
right?
Yeah,
one of those things. And maybe he's involved. Maybe he's actually part of like the plot to kill the best friend, and then they find out, and then they kill him.
I don't think it's going to be that smart. I think it's going to be very like bald from the beginning. It is like the principal of the school is trying to undermine vampire society. She's like in with the rebels from the get. I think we get that like scene 2. Like as soon as we get into the movie, we're like, okay, I established villain, and then I think we're going to get a good amount of making the villain friendly. I think we get a good. Okay, so we do that. We do that in teen movies all the time, right? We're like, oh, well, I understand her perspective. Like, sure, down with the vampire monarchy. Like, we're again, listeners, we've said this many times on the pod, staunchly anti-monarchist pods.
That's right. Right here. Right. You heard it here first.
That's right. We hate the king and or queen in general.
And then what about the little, the other one who's the scary, the sidekick maybe, who's to the one who's like, hissing at everyone.
Spooky. Yeah. She, I think, is maybe like her secret daughter or something like that. Like, oh, of course, not her being the main character vampire that we like. I mean, the villain character. Oh, this is obvious, right?
Yeah. Or maybe Gabriel Byrne, who's probably who's the father of Lissa, right? Maybe he had another child.
Oh,
and maybe the whole thing is to kill Lissa. So then that child will have the bloodline to take over.
Oh,
and that brings
classic.
That brings in a new bloodline to the whole throne here, right?
Yep, it's a classic. That other movie that we watch,
and
with the Christmas one, where they're like, he's not blood, I'm kind of blood. Shit.
Christmas Story. No, a Christmas Prince. A Christmas Prince.
A Christmas Prince. Yeah, wasn't it just a Christmas Prince? You know that Christmas movie about the prince. Fuck.
I was like, Love Actually? Like, oh no, that's right. We did
not again.
Yeah. So that's probably
and The Invitation was the other ones while we're doing episode plugs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
the other vampire movie.
That's right. Yeah, and then that makes sense. And then the werewolves are just pawns in the whole thing. They're being used as usual, right? Because come on, they're dummies.
Yeah, it's a classic Taylor Lautner situation.
Yeah. Oh boy, here comes a
so
dummy.
Sexy,
But he takes his shirt off. But he's a dummy. But that's what we're gonna
what a
get.
handsome idiot.
right,
He's gonna
well.
suck.
Yep.
I want Mean Girls.
Yeah.
What? I know we usually save this for the episode, but what did it get on Rotten Tomatoes? Do I want to know?
17%, I believe it's sitting at right now.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, for what we do, I mean, it's halfway there. It's more than halfway there.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, and I can't wait because I looked up the writer Mark Waters or Dana, whichever one who wrote it. But there's gonna be some fun. There's gonna be some fun stuff in part 1 about the quick info of who's made this movie. So
maybe Roger Waters.
you're also gonna be like, how did that guy write this movie? So
Wait, what?
yeah. It's gonna be it's gonna be an interesting one. So
that's a fun teaser.
Yeah,
and I think this is also a Tice suggestion too. Right?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
she's been wanting us to do more vampire things. So
that's fun.
Sometimes listener of the pod, my wife Thais, shout out to you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So sad.
Yes, she's doing this on purpose now. Damn it.
She's just telling us to watch movies she wants to watch.
Pretty much. Yeah, so that's it. So stay tuned for part 1 coming next week. We'll have the full breakdown. But thanks for listening. In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram. It's This Meets Out, or ITMT Pod on Twitter. Subscribe wherever you're listening, Apple, Spotify, and whatnot. If you have friends who like listening to movies about podcasts about movies about podcasts. That's creative. That's I mean that's our
the
movie.
new frontier.
Yeah, I mean that's the next step, right? That's the next evolution of ITMT. Share it with them, and that's it.
Yeah, tell a friend. There's nothing you can do like telling a friend about something cool, right? Like, how many times have you been that hero where you're like, oh man, I've got the thing, you got to check it out, and then they check it out and they're like, holy shit, you've been keeping this from me this whole time,
you jerk. We're no longer friends, but you've earned new friends, us. So
right, and they'll come around.
Yeah,
they always do.
They always do. Don't worry about it. Like, give me 2 days, 3 days, maybe a week.
Right. And while you're giving our praises to people you know, you can also sing our praises to people you don't know by leaving us a review on Apple or Spotify or Yelp, wherever you can review anything, really. Leave us one. That would be lovely. 5 stars, maybe a nice comment.
Maybe drop a comment on like the Walmart website somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah. We know some of you have, so thank you. I see you. You're the best.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. And if you don't want to do that, if you're a little shy about leaving something in public, you can send us an email, which will then be public. But it's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. We'll read it in fan service. You're going to love it. Everyone's going to love it.
It's going to be great.
Get out of your comfort zone. Yeah.
Yeah. Share with the family, you know? Hey, listen to this. These guys read my email.
The ITMT family. We're all family.
We're all family. Family.
When you're here.
You're fast, you're furious, you're family.
That's
Olive
right.
Garden.
That's right. Brought to you by Olive Garden.
and Fast and Furious.
Yeah. If you want to learn about the podcast, go to olivegarden.com. Just kidding. Psych.
Just kidding.
Go to itsthismeetsthat.com, our actual website with actual information about the podcast. And then go to olivegarden.com, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, get yourself some takeout. I don't know. Get a pasta bowl. Get us some salad. I don't know.
Yeah. Have a breadstick. Mail us a breadstick.
Order the food. Sit down at home. Put on the podcast and listen to the podcast while you're eating Olive Garden. Come on.
Email us some soup. Check it out. It's recently been reskinned. Like
6 months ago.
Like a vampire? I don't know. They skin people? I guess.
Well, they could.
It's thismeetsthat.com.